While English football is notorious for hyping every young talent that bursts onto the big scene, they may have just found their next Ballon d'Or winner in Jude Bellingham. Why should you care? Well, the last time anyone from the home of football touched the highly coveted award was back in 2001 when Michael Owen won it rather controversially. Even bigger is the fact that only 4 central midfielders have won the trophy since its inauguration in 1956, and if Bellingham does win it in 2024, he'll become the first ever player to win the Golden Boy trophy and Ballon d'Or back-to-back. Bellingham has always had a knack for football, even if it took him a while to settle into the sport as a kid. His father, Mark Bellingham, was a sergeant in the West Midlands Police and scored more than 200 goals in non-league football, so you could say it's in the Bellingham blood. The only thing that needs to be said about Bellingham's time at Birmingham City is that he was so good that they retired his shirt number 22 when he left the club at the age of 17. You can imagine that fans didn't like that. They probably thought he had not done enough to deserve it. If only they knew. As you'd expect, Manchester United came knocking for the youngster, offering him riches beyond his imagination. But he refused, choosing to join German side Borussia Dortmund instead. You can imagine that the chance of playing in the Champions League and the team's aptitude for developing young talents like Sancho and Pulisic made his decision a no-brainer. Whether or not you loved him at Birmingham, he became an undeniable fan favorite at Dortmund and has dominated game after game in the Bundesliga. His impact was instantaneous and electric as he took on the leadership role at Dortmund's side that was still trying to find its identity. The ever-changing dynamics of the squad forced Bellingham to constantly tweak his style to what teammates needed, and before you knew it, he could do everything you could ask of a midfielder without a second thought. Thanks to the deep and talented squad at Dortmund and Jude's hunger, he became the complete package. He could win back possession, hold up play, resist opposing defenders with his size, find gaps in the opposition's half, assist, and when it came to it, score. Little wonder that he already attracts comparison to the legendary midfielder Zidane. In only 3 seasons at Dortmund, he made 132 appearances for the club with 49 goal contributions, finding his teammates 25 times, and the back of the net on 24 occasions. He broke several records in Germany, becoming Dortmund's youngest captain and the youngest player to win the Bundesliga Player of the Season award. If his performances at Dortmund weren't enough, you only had to watch him at the World Cup to have a change of heart. Just like he did at Dortmund, Bellingham slipped right into the team and dominated. He scored the all-important first goal of the competition, and after 5 games, he led the team in shots created, blocks, defensive actions, dribbles, and progressive passes. Unfortunately, his brilliant performances weren't enough, as England lost to France in the quarterfinal. But Real Madrid had seen enough, and even though there was a bidding war between them and English giants Liverpool, by the summer of 2023, Jude was holding up the number 5 jersey for Real Madrid, just as Zidane had done 22 years before. At his unveiling press conference, Bellingham expressed his admiration for Zidane, emphasizing that while he doesn't aim to mimic the legendary player and manager, wearing the number associated with Zidane is an honor and a significant responsibility. Zidane, renowned for his success at Real Madrid, both as a player and manager, praised Bellingham and shared positive memories of their meeting during the Champions League final in 2022. Zidane believes that Bellingham is a crucial player for the future and is ready to make an impact at Real Madrid. And boy, was he right. The move to Real Madrid ticked all the right boxes for Jude, and you must admit that his decision-making is rather meticulous and aligns with his goals of winning the Ballon d'Or. Statistically, no other side has more Ballon d'Or winners than Real Madrid. The club has had 8 different players win the award. Real Madrid paid big bucks for Bellingham, and the 20-year-old wore his $103 million price tag like a badge of honor every time he stepped onto the field. However, no one could have seen what Bellingham did coming. In his second game for Los Blancos, Jude scored the first goal for the Spanish giant and his first goal for his new club as he skillfully lobbed Manchester United's goalie Onana. This was only the beginning. Bellingham immediately justified his heavy price tag as he scored on his debut against Athletic Bilbao. In the next game, he scored a brace against Almeria, another against Celta Vigo, and another against Getafe. Bellingham set La Liga on fire with his performance, going on to score 14 goals in his first 15 games for the club. With his 14th goal, which came in a 3-0 victory against Cadiz, Bellingham broke the club record for the most goals scored in the first 15 games, a record that was formerly held by the trio of Cristiano Ronaldo, Alfredo Di Stefano, and Prudence Sanchez. The fact that Bellingham is the only midfielder in this category is another stamp on his already stellar career. As it stands, Jude Bellingham has 13 goals in La Liga and 4 goals in the Champions League, along with a combined 3 assists in both competitions. He's not just been scoring goals, most of them have been incredibly vital to the team's current success. His performance in the first leg of the El Clasico particularly stands out. Real Madrid was a goal down at halftime when Bellingham finished with a low shot from outside the box to draw the team level. With less than 3 minutes to go, he put a second past Barca's goalie to complete the comeback and seal his 3rd brace for the season. What a legendary beginning to his life at Real Madrid. Being with Spanish giants almost guarantees one trophy or the other, and with a star-studded lineup at their disposal, nothing is stopping Los Blancos from winning it all this year. It often favors those whose clubs are racking up trophies, so Bellingham's fate is not just in the hands of the 3 Lions, but also tied to Real Madrid's success in the 2023-24 season. If they can scoop up multiple titles, he might just find himself rubbing shoulders with the elite contenders for the award. Besides, Bellingham has some history with the Ballon d'Or. He was nominated for the Copa Trophy in 2021 and 2022, but it wasn't until 2023 that he got his hands on the trophy, beating the likes of Gavi, Camavinga, Musiala, and Pedri to the award. His excellent tie at Dortmund, England, and now Real Madrid also got him his first Ballon d'Or nomination last year. But there was no beating the likes of eventual winner Leo Messi. At the international level, this year's Euro competition is shaping up to be Jude Bellingham's grand stage to make his mark and potentially snag the Ballon d'Or, dragging England to what could be their only second men's international title. It's the kind of blockbuster performance that can elevate a player to legendary status. Old legends of the game like Paul Scholes and Rio Ferdinand are already placing their bets on Bellingham. Scholes sees no chinks in his armor, while Ferdinand is thinking not just one but multiple Ballon d'Ors in Bellingham's future. Yet we know the Ballon d'Or is a tricky beast. Bellingham is bound to have some heavyweight rivals vying for the trophy. It's gonna be a nail-biter, but that's what makes football and award ceremonies all the more thrilling, isn't it? The Ballon d'Or scene for 2024 is like a football plot twist waiting to happen, and it could see some familiar faces fading out of the spotlight. Take Karim Benzema, the 2022 winner, now playing in Saudi Arabia. His future nominations might be facing an uphill battle. And Lionel Messi? Well, his move to Inter Miami might throw a spanner in the works, though a triumph with Argentina in the 2024 Copa America could be his golden ticket, especially as he adjusts to life in North America. Kylian Mbappe, the perpetual force, is expected to be a regular on the Ballon d'Or lists, but his 2024 success might dance to the tune of PSG's journey in the Champions League and France's moves in Euro 2024. Then there's Haaland, the goal-scoring wizard. A repeat of his spectacular performances could easily catapult him to the favorite circle. But De Bruyne's dicey situation with a hamstring injury early in the 2023-24 season adds a layer of uncertainty to his chances. And what about England's main man, Kane? Picture this: Bayern Munich making waves in the Champions League and Kane netting goals for England in Euro 2024. That's the recipe for placing him right at the forefront of the Ballon d'Or chatter. It's all shaping up to be a football saga worth watching. It's the end of the Ronaldo and Messi era, and new names are looking to make their mark in football history. Who's your money on?